Hi, I'm Chad with Move for Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords for Beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play an open Fsus2 chord. Here's an Fsus2 chord. And this is a less common beginner chord, but is a really nice sounding chord and would be really useful to learn early on. Although you need to learn your basic beginner chords first because this is a little more difficult to use and it's less common. So if you look in the description, there's links to lessons of all the beginner chords I think you should learn first because they'll be more useful to you. They're used a lot more often. But once you can play those, you can move on to this chord, and this can add a lot of color to your playing, and as you can hear, it's just a really nice sounding chord. But it is a fairly difficult chord to play, but if you can play your open F major chord, it shouldn't be too difficult for you. And like I said, you should definitely learn how to play your F major chord first. That's one of the chords you should learn before this chord, which is in the description below. But if you can play your F major chord, it's like this, which you should know. To play the Fsus2, you're just going to remove your second finger and leave the third string open. So this is an F major right here. This is an Fsus2, just removing your second finger. So like I said, if you can play your F major chord, this should be fairly simple to you, although it might feel a little weird with your second finger removed. It kind of changes the pressure of your hand a little bit, but you just have to get used to it, and then it should be pretty simple to you. And the fingering for this is your third finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret. The next string is open, the 3rd string. And just like the F major chord, you're going to bar the 2nd and 1st string with your 1st finger on the 1st fret. So you're only using 2 fingers to play this chord, but you're fretting 3 notes. And the thing you're going to have to be really careful with this chord is to really arch up your 3rd finger to avoid blocking out that open 3rd string. It'll be easy to accidentally block that out, or to accidentally block it out with your 1st finger by touching up underneath it. So you're going to have to really be careful with your 2 fingers to avoid blocking out that open string. So that might be the hardest thing for you, since, like I said, you should already know an F major chord, which the hardest part of that is getting this bar down. But since you should already have that down, the hardest part with this chord will be trying to avoid blocking out that 3rd string and making sure that it rings open. And just like the F major chord, you can block out the 5th string with your 3rd finger just by lightly touching up underneath and meeting that out. And then you don't have to worry about hitting it. And it's most likely that your thumb won't be up to block out the 6th string like this. If your hands are big enough, you can do it. And I can do it even though my hands are smaller just because I've played for a long time. But starting out, you'll probably have to keep your thumb down somewhere around there on the neck. And that'll really help get your hand into shape and give you enough pressure to get those notes down. But everyone's hands are different, so if you can reach up and block out that 6th string, go ahead. Just make sure that it's not hurting your hand when you do that. So that's an open Fsus2 chord.